Hello boys and girls, today we're going to work on day 3. So we're going to be reading the floor, nouns that name, singular or plural. For math we're going to do less than, greater than or equal to. We're going to do graph the shapes. We're going to do sort the animals for science, and for social studies we're going to do north, south, east, and west. So now we're going to look for our first activity, the floor, on day 3. And it's right here. Okay, so here we go. The floor. The floor focuses on this blend, FL, fl. We're gonna see a bunch of words that have this blend right here. Once again, the title is The Floor, and of course you can color your pictures after we are done reading and answering the questions. Have you ever looked on the floor under your bed? I looked at the floor under my bed. It was dark, so I got a flashlight. I saw a flag. I saw a flower. I saw flip-flops. I saw a flute. Finally, I saw a fluffy little bird. It flew away fast. You might want to look on the floor under your bed. So now you can go ahead and color the first happy face because you read the story one time already. Okay, now we go back to the title again and we read it one more time. The floor. Have you ever looked on the floor under your bed? I looked at the floor under my bed. It was dark, so I got a flashlight. I saw a flag. I saw a flower. I saw flip-flops. I saw a flute. Finally, I saw a fluffy little bird. It flew away fast. You might want to look on the floor under your bed. Now you can go ahead and color the second happy face, which is right there, because you read it twice already. So here we go. We're gonna read it for the last time. Don't forget, you can pause the video and you can replay the video as many times as you want to listen to the story again and to reread it again. So the title is The Floor. Have you ever looked on the floor under your bed? I looked at the floor under my bed. It was dark, so I got a flashlight. I saw a flag. I saw a flower. I saw flip-flops. I saw a flute. Finally, I saw a fluffy little bird. It flew away fast. You might want to look on the floor under your bed. Don't be afraid. You can always look at the floor under your bed. Now you can color the last happy face. And now we're ready to go to question 1. But before we get into the questions, I want you to go ahead in the story and circle all the FL blends that you can find. So we have the first one right here on the title. Let's see if we can bring these down. We have the first one right here on the title, floor. And then it says, have you ever looked on the floor? We had the blend here too. Floor under your bed. I looked at the floor. So we have the word floor again, and we have the blend here again. Under my bed. it was dark, so I got a flashlight. Flashlight is not only doesn't only have the FL blend, but it's also a compound word. So we circle the blend right there. Flashlight. I saw a flag. Remember the flag in our class? Flag also has that blend, fl blend at the beginning. I saw a flower. Flower also have that full blend at the beginning. I saw flip. Flop also have that full blend at the beginning. I saw a flute. Flute also has the full blend at the beginning. Finally, you have the F but not the L. So finally, I saw a fluffy. Fluffy has the blend. Fluffy little bird. It flew. Flew is the past of fly. Flew away fast. You might want to look on the floor. Here you have that full blend again, under your bed. And now if you want, I got all the story on the screen, so you can pause the video now and you can circle all the FL blends, so you can circle them too. Okay, here we go. We're moving on to question number 1. Question number 1 says, where is the author looking? Where is the author looking? So it says the floor. Have you ever looked on the floor under your bed? So where is the author looking? Is he looking at the sky, or is she looking at the sky? Is he or she looking at a rainbow, or maybe under a rock? No, they are looking under the bed. So the floor under your bed. The floor under your bed. That will be the answer. Let's read the question one more time. Where is the author looking? So we need to use this sentence, but kind of rephrase it, because if we just write the floor under your bed, it doesn't make much sense. So we want to say the author. Do not forget to begin with uppercase. The author. Do not forget to leave a space between the word. Is looking under the bed. I'm gonna put the bed over here because we don't have any more space. I'm sorry about that. It should be in uppercase. I'm sorry, it should be lowercase. Under the bed. And now we can put period at the end. So we started the sentence with uppercase. We left a space between the words, as much space as I could. And finally we put a period at the end. Okay, question number 2. Describe the bird that was on the floor. Describe the bird that was on the floor. Can you imagine a bird living under a bed? I never heard of a bird living under a bed. So we kind of scanned the story again. It was dark, so I got a flashlight. I saw a flag. I saw a flower. I saw flip-flops. I saw a flute. Finally, I saw a fluffy little bird. It flew away fast. So our question says, describe the bird that was under the floor. That was on the floor, under the bed. So we have to describe how the bird looks like. It says, finally, I saw a fluffy little bird. We have to take a look at the adjective. Fluffy little bird. Bird is a noun, and these two are the adjective. Fluffy and little. So how was the bird? The bird was fluffy and little. So we go back to question number 2. Describe the bird that was on the floor. So we can say the bird, uppercase, to begin the sentence. bird was fluffy to F, fluffy, and oh, I'm running out of space again. And little. Don't forget to add a period at the end. So the bird was fluffy and little. Our last question, question number 3. What does the author want you to do? What does the author want you to do? It should be towards the end of the story. It should be over here. I saw a flute. Finally, I saw a fluffy little bird. It flew away fast. You might want to look on the floor under your bed. So what is it that the author wants you to do? Does the author wants you to take a trip to the moon? Does the author wants you to plant a tree? No, the author wants you to look under your bed. And that's a long sentence. So we can say, we're going to make it shorter. We can say look. We begin our sentence with uppercase. This is uppercase L. Look under your bed. So this is actually what the author wants you to do. Look under your bed. So we make sure we begin our sentence with uppercase. We leave a space between the words and we put a period at the end. I'm sorry that it didn't come out very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna get the 3 sentences, the 3 answers on the screen, so you can pause the video, copy your sentences, and then you can unpause the video and continue. Okay, now if you're ready to continue, we are going to nouns. I believe it's nouns we have to do now. Nouns that name people, places, and things. And these are the nouns. So we have a bunch of nouns here. You can see all of them here. These are all the nouns. Nouns son sustantivos. And you're gonna sort these nouns as nouns for people, noun for places that you're gonna write over here, and nouns for things. Personas, lugares, y cosas. So we know that nouns name people, they name places, and they also name things. Let's take a look at the first noun. The first noun is brother, hermano, brother. So who's a brother? Is a brother a people, a person, a place, or a thing? Actually, a brother is a person, so it goes under people. So we're going to copy the word brother over here. Brother. I know we don't have lines over here, so I want you to try your best. And if you want, you can cross out the word, or you can put a check mark next to it, because you did it already. Okay, all right, next noun is clock. Clock, reloj. What is a clock? Is it a noun? Is it a word that names a person or people? Is it a noun that names a place? Or is it a noun that names a thing? It's actually a noun that names a thing. Clock. So we're going to copy the word clock over here. Clock. Now we put a check mark, or you can cross out or X out the word if you want to. Our next one is share. Share. Is it a person, a place, or a thing? Share is actually a thing. Share. La silla. Share. And this is letter R. Okay. So now we can put a check mark or cross out the word if you want to. Our next word is going to be street. Street. Now this one is tricky, right? Because a street can also be a thing. But we already have 2 nouns for things. So we're going to put it as places. Places, right? Because when you are in the street, you're in a place. So street. We put a check mark next to it. We're done with it. And now we can move on to our next one. Stove. Stove. Stove, el fogón, or el horno, is actually a thing. Es una cosa. So stove, we put a check mark on it because we already got it. And then we're going to copy the word stove over here. A stove is a thing. And now we go to rat. 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 We should have a category for animals, right? But it can be like a toy rat. Toy rat. And then if it's a toy rat, it will be a thing. So rat. Rat is actually a noun that names an animal. But we're going to put it under things because it's not a person or a place. So we're going to say that it's a toy rat, right? And we put a check mark next to it. And it goes into things. It's a toy rat. Un juguete rata. Father. Father. Here we have father. Father. A father is a person, so it has to go under people. Father. Father, we put a check mark next to it. Our next one is going to be tree. El árbol. Tree. Tree. What is a tree? Is a tree a person, a place, or a thing? Well, actually, a tree is a plant, but we're gonna put it under things. All right, here we go. Our next one is classroom. Classroom. I bet you miss our classroom, right? I miss it too. So classroom is a place. We're gonna put it over here. It's a noun that names a place. Classroom. Then we put a check mark next to it. We're done with it. We go to snake. Snake. Snake is also an animal. But we're gonna think that this is a toy snake, like the toy rat. A snake is not a person, it's not a place, so it has to be under things because we don't have a category for animals. It would be good to have a category for animals, right? Because nouns also name animals. Snake. Okay, our next one is church. Church. Church is also a place. And you probably miss your church as well because right now we are not able to go to churches either. But it's okay. Soon all these will be over and we'll be able to go to all the places that we like, or all the places that we miss and that we like to go. So church is a noun for a place. We have a street, we have classroom, we have church. Okay, so teacher. Okay, so this is me right here. Teacher. Let's put a check mark on it. Teacher. A teacher is a person, right? So we put it here with brother and father. Teacher. Yeah, okay. Our next one is gonna be park. 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 We put a check mark next to it because we got to it already. A park is not a person. A park is actually a place. Park. These are all the places that we would like to go once we can go to school and everything goes back to normal. Okay, so here we have carrots. Carrot. It's only one. Carrot. Carrot. You see? Okay, so carrot is actually a plant, like the tree. Maybe we know it's not a person or place, so we're gonna place it over here. Carrot. Carrot, and we put a check mark. We already did. School. Another place that we would like to go, right? School. School is a place. School. And we already put a check mark next to it. Store. Store. We can still go to some stores. Store. Store is a place. A store. Store. This is a noun for places. And we put a check mark next to it. And now we go to dog. Dog is actually an animal. So it cannot be under people or under places. And it shouldn't be under things either. But let's say this is a toy dog. one of these dogs that bark for fake. Dogs. Dog. Because a dog is not a thing, it's an animal. We put a check mark next to it. Why do we have a snake again? I thought that we did a snake already. Yeah, we did a snake already. Snake is here and it's also over here. So I put a check mark next to it. We already did a snake. We did it for the things. It's actually an animal. Mother. Mother, it's not a thing or a place. Mother is a person. So mother, we put a check mark next to mother. Mother is right here. And we are going to add mother right over here under people. A mother is a very special person. Alright, so we go to aunt. Aunt, la tía. Tía. Aunts are very special too. Aunt is the same as mother. It's a noun for people, for a person. So we go ahead and we copy the noun aunt here. And we go to baby. Okay, so baby, we put a check mark next to it. A baby is not a thing or a place. A baby is a person. It's a very small person, but it's a person. Baby. And I hope you're hoping your moms to take care of the babies. Cat. Cat. We should have a category for animals, but since we don't, we cannot place animals into places or people. So we're gonna place a cat right here under things. A cat is not a thing. I am sorry, cat. Cat is a toy cat. We put a check mark next to it. And then our next one is gonna be book. A book is a thing, right? A book. So we cannot put it under places or people. We're gonna put it under things. Oh, things is a winning category here. So it's gonna be books. Books. Books is right there. And then we go, oh, I'm sorry about that. We go to the last one. Our last one is pond. Pond. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you. Pond is right here. These words are really, really tiny. Pond. Pond. Pond is like a very, very small lake. So we shouldn't say that it's a thing. We're gonna put it into places. Places, because a pond is a place where you can go. So pond is gonna come over here. Pond. And now I'm going to see if I can get, we're done. That was our last word. We covered all of the nouns that we had. And I'm gonna try to get all of the words on the screen so we can, you can pause the video if you need to. We're gonna read all of the nouns for people. We have brother, father, teacher, mother, aunt, baby. The nouns for places are street, classroom, church, park, school, store, and pond. Finally, the nouns for things are clock, chair, stove, rat, tree, snake, carrot, dog, cat, and books. And I wish they had a category for animals, because I don't like to call animals things, but it's okay. This is what we have. So I'm getting all the words on the screen so you can kind of copy them. And if you're ready to unpause your video now, we can continue to our next page, which is gonna be about plurals and singulars. Okay. Here we go. So, boys and girls, this is singular and plural. We learned about these in class already. So we learned, boys and girls, that nouns, when it's only one, it doesn't have s at the end. But if it's plural, if it's more than one, we should put s at the end. Now we have some exceptions. For example, when we say mouse is only one. We don't say mouses. We say mice when it's plural, when it's more than one. We also have fish. Fish is the same for singular and also for plural. For singular and also for plural. Okay, so here we already have we have a few examples. For singular, when it's only one, they have person, only one. They have city, only one, and toy. And I want you to add 3 more. We're gonna be adding 3 more to this list. 3 more singular nouns, and then later we're moving to plural. So how about if we say cat? Cat is singular. How do we make cat plural? How do we make it plural? Cats. All we have to do is add s at the end. Cats. By adding s at the end, now we know that it's more than one, right? More than one cat. So now it's plural. Okay, another noun, that we can use can be let me see. How about desk? Desk. So if we want to say that it's more than one desk, this is singular, no s at the end. Desk, only one. But if we want to say this same noun in plural, all we have to do is add s at the end. So we say desk. Desks. We have more than one desk, right? S at the end. All right, and we're gonna put one more. So how about for the last one, if we use let me see, maybe we can say, how about if we say let's use an irregular one. So we're gonna say mouse. When it's only one, we say mouse, el ratón, only one. But for plural, we cannot say mouses. No. For plural, we say mice. So when it's only one, we say mouse. When it's more than one, we say mice. All right, you are always welcome to put more examples. Try to put at least 2 more. Okay. I'm getting all these nouns on the screen, so you can pause the video, copy your nouns, and then when you're ready, you can unpause the video, and now we can continue to math. And you probably don't remember these: less than, or greater than, or equal to. So do you remember the alligator mouth? So this alligator mouth right here means less than. The alligator always wants to eat the greater number because it's a very greedy and very hungry alligator. And this alligator mouth means less than. We have another alligator mouth, which is this one, that means greater than. This one means greater than. And then this one means equal to. The alligator is like, oh, which one do I eat? They both look the same. Do I eat this one? They all look the same. So the mouth just breaks in half. And it becomes an equal sign. Okay, so let's see. It says compare the numbers: greater than, less than, or equal to. So your job now is to draw the alligator mouth between the numbers. Okay, so here we go. 19 and 7. 19 and 7. Which number does the alligator wants to eat? 19 for sure. This greedy alligator always wants to eat the greater number. And 19 is a greater number. Okay, so we move on to number 2. 15 or 6. Which one is a greater number? If you said 15, you are right. 15 is a greater number. Number 3. 15 or 5. Yeah, 15 is still the greater number. The alligator always wants to eat the greater number. Number 4, 7 or 4. Which one is the greater number? Very good. Oh, sorry. If you said 7, then you got it right. 7 is greater than 4. Number 5, 9 or 14. Which one is a greater number? You're right. 14 is a greater number. 14. Alright. 1 or 10? Which one is a greater number? Which number does the alligator wants to eat? Well, if you said 10, you got the right answer, because 10 is a greater number. 7 or 8? 7 or 8? 8 is 1 more than 7. So 8 is the greater number. By 1, but is the greater number. 10 and 10. Which one do I eat? Do I eat this 10 or do I eat this 10? They are equal to each other. Okay, 11 or 2? Number 9. 11 or 2? Of course, 11 is a greater number. This greedy alligator. Okay, 13 or 4? Number 10. 13, of course. Okay, number 11 is right here. 14 or 3? 14, of course. Number 12, 1 or 11? Don't let them trick you. 11 is a greater number. Number 13, I think this is our last row. 14 or 7? By the way, this is a double fact, because 7 plus 7 is 14. So that makes 7 the greater number. 14, 12 or 1? If you said 12, you were right. 12 is a greater number. 2 or 19? Which one is a greater number? 19 is a greater number. The alligator always wants to eat the greater number. So if you're ready now, you can go ahead, pause the video, so you can copy all your answers. Or maybe you just want to make sure you got all the answers right, all the answers correct. And once you're ready, we have a little bit of math to do. We are going to be graphing shapes. Okay, and these are the shapes that we have. We have stars, we have hearts, we have happy faces, which are have the shape of a circle, and we have triangles. These three side shapes are called triangles. 1, 2, 3 sides. That's why they're called triangles. Okay, let's go ahead and use our crayons. So now you can use your crayons. You don't have to wait to the end to color, but of course you can always color the rest of the pictures. So we're looking for stars. We're looking for stars. How many stars are there? Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we look for the star, and we are going to color all the way to 10 because we have 10 stars. So you can go ahead and begin. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 stars. All right, our next shape is gonna be the heart. The heart. How many hearts do we have? Let's look for the heart. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now we're gonna use this other crayon to color 7. We're gonna color all the way to 7. So here we go again. We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and finally 7. All right, we're going to our next shape. Our next shape is the happy faces. Happy faces. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 happy faces. So we're gonna color all the way to 5. this green that I chose is very similar to the blue that I chose. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so our last one is the triangle. The triangle, boys and girls. Let's see how many triangles we have. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to reuse my pink color because I only got 3 crayons. So we're gonna color the triangles 1, 2, 3, and 4 all the way to 4. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here we can see our graph. Maybe I'm too close. Okay, so here's our graph. If you want to pause the video, we can see that the triangle is a shape that has the least number of shapes, and then the star is the one that has the most. It goes all the way to 10. All the way to 10. Okay, so we are done with math, and now we're going into science. And science is lots of fun because now you get to color, you get to cut, and then to glue. Now I'm gonna guide you a little bit through this animal sorting page. It says, what do these animals call home? So these are the homes. We have the ocean, we have the rainforest, we have the desert, and over here we have the grasslands, the wetlands, and the forest. You might remember these words as environments when we learn about the different environments where animals live. So when you're ready with your scissors and your glue stick and your crayons, I think it's better if you color first. Don't color too hard or use too dark colors, because if you use colors that are too dark, you won't be able to see your pictures, your animals. So here we go. We have the butterfly. Once you're ready, you're gonna color, cut, and then glue your butterfly. Where should I glue my butterfly? Under ocean, rainforest, desert, forest, wetlands, or grasslands. I'll say that there are probably butterflies in the rainforest and also in the grassland and wetlands, and probably in the forest as well. So the butterfly is up to you, because there are butterflies in all these places of the world. I don't think there are butterflies in the desert or in the ocean, because butterflies, they feed on flowers, and there are no flowers on the ocean or on the desert. Okay, the next one is the tadpole. Tadpole, you see, this is the first, actually the second step on the frog life cycle, because first we have the egg, then comes the tadpole, then the tadpole grows 2 little legs, and then the tail becomes 2 more legs, and it's a frog. So the tadpole, there can be tadpoles in the rainforest, there can be tadpoles in the forest, there can be tadpoles in the wetlands. So it's up to you. Or even in the grasslands. As long as there's water, tadpoles can be born in any of these places. Tadpoles can be born in the rainforest, in the desert, not in the desert because there's no water in the desert, but in the forest, in the wetland, in the grassland, or rainforest. So that one is up to you too. How about the owl? The owl. Here we have the owl. I know owls don't live in the ocean. They live on trees. There are no trees on the ocean, but rainforests have trees, so owls might live in the rainforest. Desert doesn't have trees, just have a few cactuses. So no, not in the desert. But owls can live in the grasslands. Well, basically no, because grasslands don't have as many trees as the rainforest and probably the wetlands. So I will say in the forest. So I will definitely say that the owl can live in the forest, can live in the wetlands or the rainforest. Not in the ocean, not in the grassland, not in the desert. It's up to you. And then the fish. I will put the fish. Finally, we got one for the ocean, right? But the fish can also live in the wetlands, depending on the type of fish. Wetlands is fresh water, and the ocean is salty water. Okay, so here we have the rhino, the big and mighty rhino. Where should we put the rhino once you color, you cut, and you're ready to glue? I wouldn't put the rhino on the ocean because there's no land on the ocean. I wouldn't put it in the rainforest. There are no rhinos in the rainforest. Desert is too dry for the rhino. The grasslands, yes, rhinos live in the grasslands, not in the wetlands, and not in the forest, but in the grassland. Okay, the frog. Here we go to the next one. Once you're done coloring and cutting your frog, the frog can live in the rainforest, the frog can live in the forest, the frog can live in the wetlands, and also in the grasslands. There are frogs everywhere in the world. Not in the ocean, of course, no. Because frogs need fresh water to live and to grow. Okay, here we have another fish. So these other fish need water. So I would say the ocean or the wetlands. Fresh water or salty water, you choose. Here we have a bee. You remember the bees like to dance to show the other bees where to find food? So here's the bee. Not in the ocean. Bees feed on flowers. So on the nectar of the flowers. They cannot live in the ocean. Maybe in the rainforest. I'm sure there are bees in the rainforest, not in the desert, but on the grasslands, on the wetlands, and also on the forest. So you can put the bee on the rainforest, on the forest, on the wetlands, or on the grasslands. It's up to you. Here we go to our last row of animals. We have the parrot. The parrot is a bird. So we cannot put the parrot on the ocean. Parrots are actually from the rainforest. Okay, here we go to the snake. The mean snake, right? So where should we put the snake? Not in the ocean, because there's another type of snake. There are snakes that live in the ocean. But this is like a rattlesnake. If you look at it closely, it's like it has a rattle right here at the end. So, no, that's not a type of snake that lives in the ocean. That's a type of snake that might live in the rainforest or in the desert. There are snakes who live in the desert. Yeah, we'll put it in under desert. We'll put it under desert. And then over here we have the tiger. The tiger. Where should we cut and glue the tiger? I would say there are tigers in the rainforest, or might be. Not in the desert, but there might be tigers in the forest, depending on where, in which country the forest is. Tigers can live, I would say grasslands or forest. I will go for rainforest, grassland, or forest. It's up to you for the tiger. And then finally we have the alligator or crocodile. I can really tell the difference between an alligator or crocodile. So alligators, they like to spend their day in the water and in land. So I would definitely cut and glue my alligator or crocodile right here under wetlands. The wetlands have land that is wet, so that means that there's a lot of water there. Tierras mojadas, wetlands, there's a lot of water there. All right, boys and girls, so have fun coloring and cutting and gluing. And once you're done with this page, you can go ahead and change our last page for today, which is gonna be social studies. And this one is pretty easy. Here we have our compass rose. Our compass rose, boys and girls, it's right here. We learned that to the top we have the north, the word is here. To the south we have the S. S stands for south. This is how you spell the word south. Then over here you have the west. W stands for west. And then E stands for east. East. These are the cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. This is how people can find places on a map, and they can find directions. So this is really useful for you. So here we go. We're gonna find where the animals are in reference to these compass rose that we have here. So in reference to the star. So let's say that the star would be our compass rose, right? So we can say that the snake is to the north, is up, is to the north. So I need my pen again. We're coming over here, north. We're gonna copy the word north. North. The snake is to the north of the star, to the north of the star, north. And then we have, let's see, let's look for the dog. The dog, where is the dog? Where the puppy? The dog, look at the compass rose. The dog is to the west of the star, to the west. So we look for the word west right here, and that's what we're gonna write, west. The dog is to the west of the star, west, to the west of the star. And then we already did the doggy and the snake. We're gonna do the kitty. The kitty is right here. The kitty is to the east of the star, to the east. We look for the word east, is right here. And now we can copy the word east. Right over here, east. And finally, we have the turtle. The turtle is to the south of the star, to the south of the star. So we look for the word south, is right here, south, and we're gonna go ahead and copy. The word south. Right here, I'm gonna get all the words on the screen so you can see them. We have the doggy is to the west of the star. The kitty is to the east of the star. The snake is to the north of the star, and the turtle is to the south of the star. Here are the words: west, west, east, north, and south. You can pause the video, copy your answers, and then you can unpause your video again. And this is our last page for day 3. Don't forget, this is packet 2, day 3. Okay, well, big kiss and big hug, and hope this is useful. Bye.